Okay, welcome traders. Thank you everybody for taking the time to view this session and learn today about TopstepTrader. We're going to go over what TopstepTrader provides within the trading world, how you can earn a funded account and take advantage of our opportunity. We'll talk about who we are, where we started from, and look at some of the key performance metrics that you need to meet in order to earn a funded account. We'll also show you how to best accomplish those things and look at several success stories from traders and talk about the 4 keys to success. If you have questions, feel free to type them into the questions box. We'll be able to answer the questions after the presentation, and we hope you stick around until the end. In about 30 minutes, we're going to provide everybody with a special offer. So again, feel free to type questions during the webinar, and we'll answer questions towards the end when we provide that special offer. And this presentation is being recorded, so you'll get a copy of the recording and an email tomorrow. First, a risk disclosure. Futures and options trading has large potential rewards, but also large potential risk. You must be aware of the risk and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the futures and options market. Don't trade with money you can't afford to lose. This is neither a solicitation nor an offer to buy, sell futures, stocks, or options on the same. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those discussed in this document. The past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. TopstepTrader is a US-based company located in Chicago, Illinois, founded in 2012. The firm was started by a group of Chicago Mercantile Exchange pit traders with the goal of finding, developing, and funding traders. Our program, called the Trading Combine, helps traders improve and finances them with money to trade once they complete the program. Today, there are thousands of traders in the program trading online from over 160 different countries. Let's go over who I am. My name is Kevin Adamick, and I work here in Chicago at TopstepTrader. I've been involved with trading since 1994 for over 24 years. After college, I started out as a runner at the Chicago Mercantile Exchange in 1994. I knew I wanted to be a trader, so I worked my way up. I was a runner, then a clerk, then a phone clerk, then an arbitrage clerk, then as a broker and a trader. I successfully traded on a seat for over 10 years at the Chicago Mercantile Exchange and the Chicago Board of Trade. You know, like all of you, I've traded a lot of different markets: futures, equities, ETFs, Forex, options, binary options. But when I started out, I was a runner making $12,000 a year. You know, I worked 2 jobs for many years to save up enough money to have a trading account. So I understand the frustration of wanting to trade and not being able to, because a lot of the exchanges and the brokers out there want you to put up a large amount of capital or cash. So I understand that there's a problem, and that is what we're going to be talking about here today. TopstepTrader has a program called the Trading Combine that helps traders improve and backs them with money to trade once they finish our program. TopstepTrader will finance you to trade if you can pass a 2-step evaluation, thereby completing our Trading Combine program. So what's the problem that traders and investors face in the financial industry, particularly in the retail space? You can have the best trading system, strategy, methodology, the best algorithm in the world, along with a desire to succeed. And it doesn't matter if you don't have the capital to trade it or to scale it. If you don't have the funds to trade with, well, then you're going to sit on the sidelines. And that's where TopstepTrader comes in. We provide the solution to that problem in the retail trading world. And the way we do that is through a 2-step evaluation process that we call the Trading Combine. This is a real-time simulated account where your performance is being evaluated for funding for a real funded account with our money. Now, these have different risk parameters that we'll go over, but let's first go over the steps for our Trading Combine. Step 1 is a real-time simulated account where you prove to us that you can trade. Step 2 is where you show us you can manage risk. If you can complete these 2 steps, then you'll earn a funded account with our firm. We give you an account to trade in for steps 1 and 2, and as long as you follow our rules, you can trade it however you want, your style. Let's go over an example. We give you a real-time simulated account with $50,000 in it and ask you to make $3,000. Okay, great, your account's at $53,000. You've passed step 1, you're now in step 2. Okay, to do it again, to prove your consistency, we ask you to make another $3,000. Now that you've done that, great, you're in the funded account trading with real money, which is our money, and your upside is unlimited. You can make as much money as you want and we'll take the risk. Now, you don't have to be the best trader in the world to get to the funded account stage. You just need to be profitable. So that part is simple. Let's go over the rules you have to follow and the parameters of the account. Now, this same information is available on our site if you go to TopstepTrader.com and go to our Learn How page. We offer 4 different account parameters and 4 different size accounts. So the parameters vary depending on the size of the account. There's a $30,000, $50,000, $100,000, and $150,000 account. Now, there are different profit targets and thresholds in each of the 4 different trading combines. Now, in the $50,000 account, we can use this as an example here throughout. So this is the 50,000 or 50K account, and here are the rules. So here, your max position size is 5 contracts or 5 lots, or basically 5 units. That means that you can have, at the most, 5 contracts on across all products at one time. So if you buy 3 contracts of crude oil and sell 2 contracts of gold, that's 5 contracts. You can't have on any more until you liquidate some of those. Now, you can break those 5 contracts up however you want, but the computer only allows you to trade 5 contracts total in this account. Next, we have the daily loss limit, which is the most you can lose intraday. And again, I'll repeat that. That is the most you can lose intraday. Now, this is calculated or based off your unrealized net profit and loss. So your unrealized net P&L measures what your account balance is worth and where you are in the market, whether you've closed the trade or not. If you're in a trade and it touches the daily limit, you've broken a rule and you're not eligible for review. So in this example, you can't lose more than $1,000 in any single day. Now, basically, it's important for you to place stops and get out of your positions before you touch your daily loss limit. Now, next is the max drawdown, which is really like an overall loss limit. You add up all your losses, and that total is the overall loss limit. Now, this is also a trailing max drawdown, which means it's going to trail your high water mark, which is the most that you've made in the account. So, for example, in the 50K account, you have a $2,000 max drawdown. So when you start out the account with 50,000, you can't go under 48,000 for the account. The trailing part refers to that threshold going up from 48,000 as you are profitable in the account. The max drawdown threshold does not go higher than 50,000. So basically, your trailing max drawdown goes up or trails you as you make money in the account. Let's take a look at a chart where the blue line is your account balance and the red line is the trailing max drawdown. So you start out on day 1 with $50,000, okay? And right here, after one day, you're up to 51,000. So your balance is 51,000. Your max threshold level is 49,000. Okay, it's currently a difference of 2,000. So don't go below 49,000 from now on. On day 2, your balance is 51,500. Your threshold level is 49,500. So from now on, don't go below 49,500. Now the next day, you have a losing day, for whatever reason, you lose about $1,000. Now the lowest your account can go is still this 49,500. The trailing max drawdown is about $1,000 difference here because the red line moved up. Your account balance has got 50,500 on it. The trailing max drawdown level is 49,500. So don't go below 49,500. So once the red line moves up, it'll never move back down. That way you don't go back down. You and your account are always moving up, up, up. And then once your account is above 52,000, your max drawdown flatlines at this $50,000 level. So where you started the account at, that's the lowest your account can go, this $50,000 level. That way, you've got more breathing room. The amount that you can lose elongates. So as you progress, the max drawdown level goes up, but that red line or max drawdown threshold level will always be in between 48,000 and 50,000 for the 50K account. Going back to our parameters. Next is the profit target that you need to make for the account. The profit target is about a 6% return for each of these different accounts. Doesn't matter the size of the account, we want to see a 6% return. You have as much time as you need to reach the profit target. So in the 50K account, basically when your account goes from 50,000 to 53,000, you've passed step 1. And then next is the price per month. That is the amount that you would pay. Basically, that is the cost to be evaluated. That cost is going to vary depending on the account size. The 50K account is $165. Now, there are several components to this. This cost includes your data fees in the trading combine and use of our software and trading platform. Number 2, we're a business. We have overhead, salaries, technology, staff, insurance, normal business costs, etc. And the third part, which is most important, is that the cost of the program makes it very interesting. When you put up $165, you have something at stake. You have some skin in the game. It makes it very real to you. You're going to take the program seriously. When we started the program, really we started it in 2010, and then we incorporated it in 2012. But in 2010, we gave the program away for free, but traders would blow out all the time because they didn't care. But once they had a little money at stake, they took the program seriously because it's like a real trading environment, and then more individuals were able to pass the evaluation. So that is the dollar amount that you pay to be in the program. That is the cost you pay per month until you meet the objective or cancel the account. Now, once you pass step 1 and 2, you no longer pay that subscription cost when you're in the funded account. You would simply pay for any data fees that you might need. Now, another aspect of our program is the reset feature. Now, that's kind of a cool part of our program. We talked about a few of the rules to be in the program, like the daily loss limit and your overall loss limit. So what happens if you break a rule? Well, we have a reset feature. So if you do break a rule, you'll want to get back into the game. Nobody wants to break a rule, but it may happen. You have a bad trading day, or your head's not there, or maybe there's some sort of global news and all the markets just go berserk. Okay, yes, we get it. Things happen. If you ever do hit the daily loss limit or the max drawdown, you can reset your account. It's basically like a do-over. In case you get into a situation where you need it, you have it. To get a do-over or reset, you pay $99 at any time. So $99 resets the account. We don't encourage people to use it. We'd like for you to pass the program without having to use it. But if you get into a little trouble, it's there for you. Now, obviously, it's going to hurt a little bit when you use it, but hopefully you learn from it not to do it again. So if you break a rule, in order to get back into the program, you reset your account. In addition to the account parameters of the trading combine, we have a few rules that you have to follow. First is that you need to trade a minimum of 5 trading days. That is the lowest data set that we need to see before you can advance. Trade at least 5 trading days. A day is considered from 5 p.m. Central Time when Globex reopens to electronic close your product the next trading day. Anytime an order in that time period is filled, then that counts as a trading day. Now, it doesn't need to be 5 days in a row, and you can take longer than 5 days. Basically, you have as much time as you need. We're trying to separate the gamblers from the traders. If it takes 12 days or 24 days or 34 days, it doesn't matter. We don't care. As long as you follow the rules and meet the profit targets, it doesn't matter how long you take. Now, some traders ask, what if I make $3,000 in 3 days and I meet the profit target early? Well, that's great, but you'll still need to trade 2 more days to show us that you've traded 5 days total. Now, you don't need to risk a lot of the next 2 days, but you do need to trade, and then you'll have your 5 days, and we'll check to make sure that your profit is still over $3,000 after the whole 5 days. And then next is only trade during permitted times. This is also permitted products and times. In terms of products that we offer products from the CME, NYMEX, COMEX, and CBOT, Chicago Board of Trade. So you can trade all of these outright futures products. Again, this list is on our homepage. We have equity indices, currency futures, ags, metals, energies, financials. Some of our most popular products are crude oil, S&P 500, gold, the euro, the Dow Jones. Now, you can't trade individual stocks, but a lot of our traders trade the Dow Jones, which is a basket of 30 stocks. What you're looking at here are some of the most liquid products for futures contracts out there that you can trade. And if you're interested in trading Forex, we have a separate website called TopstepFX.com. There are 22 different currency pairs to trade, and the rules and the count parameters are very similar to the ones at TopstepTrader. Again, this is a separate website. So going back to our rules and permitted times, all products, all positions must be flat by 3:10 p.m. Central Time. If you're in a product that closes earlier than 3:10 p.m., you have to be out of your position and be flat before the electronic close of that product. What does that mean? Well, for meats and grains, you have to be out by 1:20 p.m. Central Time. All other products, you have to be out of your positions by 3:10 p.m. Central Time. Then you can begin trading at 5 p.m. when Globex reopens, but remember to be out of your positions by 3:10 p.m. Now, the indice futures close at 3:15. I mean, technically the cash closes at 3 o'clock, but we ask you to exit your positions by 3:10 because we don't think the last 5 minutes is worth the risk. The market is trading on thin air at that time, and there's really no rhyme or reason to the market activity. So we ask that you exit your trades by 3:10 p.m. Central Time. And then next is our 2 cardinal rules that we already discussed. Don't hit your daily loss limit or the trailing max drawdown. If you can do these 4 things and meet the profit target, then congratulations, you pass on to step 2 in our program. Now, you might be asking yourself, what platform am I using to execute these trades? Am I using my system? Am I using your system? We have partnered with some of the leading trading platforms out there, so you can use what you're comfortable with, like NinjaTrader, Sierra Chart, CTS, Trade Navigator, Multi-Charts, RTrader Pro, Bullfix, Investor RT, you name it. And if there's something you don't see, let us know. We will see if we can support it. But by all means, there should be something here for everybody. And TradeStation is coming soon. We have a way for you to link with TradeStation presently, and full integration is coming soon. And if you don't have a platform, or if you're a new trader, you can use our free, easy-to-use platform, TSTrader. It's got great charting capabilities and order execution. Or you can use NinjaTrader, which is free to use during the trading combine. And if you're new to trading, this should not be so intimidating looking at all these different trading platforms. There are great YouTube videos on all these platforms. We have fantastic trader support that can walk you through it, and it's not really that difficult to learn. So keeping in line with our example of the $50,000 trading combine, we followed the rules, we met the profit target, traded at least 5 days in step 1, awesome. We are advancing to step 2, which is another real-time paid simulated account. Your performance is being evaluated. Step 2 is about managing risk. We want to make sure that you're going to be a prudent trader. We tighten things up a little bit from a risk perspective, but still very achievable. So a lot of what you did in step 2 is what you already did in step 1. First off, there's a profit target in step 2. With our 50K account, you showed us that you could make $3,000 in step 1. Okay, we would like for you to do it again. You know, maybe you got really lucky in step 1, which is fine, but doing it again requires a little bit of skill. So again, in step 2, the profit target is $3,000. Now, the minimum trading days is a little longer in step 2. We want you to show us that you have some experience trading the markets. So again, you can take as long as you need in order to reach the profit target, but you need to trade at least 10 days. Again, only trade permitted products and permitted times, something we just went over. Do not hit or exceed your daily loss limit or trailing max drawdown. That's going to be exactly the same as in step 1. Now, we've added a weekly loss limit that you need to adhere to. That's something new in step 2. What that means is from Sunday evening from 5 p.m. Central Time, when the Globex electronic markets open, to Friday afternoon, when the electronic markets close, you can't lose more than $1,000 for the 50K account, and the bigger accounts have weekly loss limits of $2,000 and $3,000. Now, that might seem a little tight right now, but I'm going to go into a rule that explains how that is very manageable. Another new rule here, don't hold positions into major economic releases. Now, this is going to vary depending on the product that you're trading. We have a full list here that you can take a look at. And again, this is on our website. You know, you don't need to memorize all these symbols over here on the right-hand side. You know, the ES, that stands for the E-mini S&P 500. You're looking at the left side here for the economic releases, like the unemployment number, FOMC announcements, and if you're trading oil or natural gas, there's some weekly inventory announcements. You know, there's a crop production number. So these numbers really move the markets very quickly, and nobody really knows what's going to happen. I mean, obviously, some analysts have their predictions, but we don't think that risk is worth trading. So we want you to be flat or have no position 1 minute prior to the release coming out, all the way until 1 minute after the release comes out, and then you can safely re-enter the markets. And we make it very easy for you to remember these and send out reminders. You know, The unemployment number comes out once per month on the first Friday of the month. There is plenty of volatility that morning, but we ask that you don't trade 1 minute before the number comes out until 1 minute after that number comes out. And then there's usually plenty of volatility to trade, but with better direction. So going back to our rules, next is the scaling plan. The scaling plan is not in step 1, it starts in step 2. The scaling plan is going to allow you to start trading small and then build you up to trading bigger sizes and more contracts. The scaling plan is going to match your leverage to your equity level. So on this slide are the scaling plans for the 30K and the 50K accounts. We're looking at the bottom half of this, for the 50K trading combine. So when you have $0 to $1,500 in profits, you're trading 2 lots. Once you make 1,500, you're trading 3 lots. Once you make 2,000, you're trading 5 lots. What we're doing here is we're easing you into it. We used to have traders go right out, guns a-blazing, putting on 15 contracts, and they were blowing the accounts out because they were risking too much. So we want you to get small base hits, build your equity balance, build your account, be consistent, and you won't have any problem with the weekly loss limit, daily or max drawdown. The scaling plan really helps with that. And here in this slide, you can see the scaling plan for the 100K and 150K accounts. So if you can follow these rules, which there are really only a couple more from what you already did in step 1, and you can hit your profit target, then congratulations, you did it. You've earned a funded account. We're going to back you with our money, and that's kind of what everybody wants. These rules are on the web page, and they're also on your dashboard when you log into your account. So we make it easy for you to remember them. And now we come to the funded account, where we take all the risk. And I talk to traders all day long. The traders I speak to say, I want to be with a firm that has the infrastructure and the platform and the support and the money and the whole complete package. And that is what the funded account is all about. Now, there's quite a few benefits to the funded account. A few of the main ones are, we have one of the industry's best profit splits. I don't know anybody else that pays 80-20 on a profit split for a prop firm. We pay 80% to the trader and 20% to our firm. In addition, we allow our traders to keep the first $5,000 in profits. So you're taking 100% of the first $5,000 and then 80% of anything above $5,000. That is kind of like a signing bonus. So say you've been trading with us for 6 days or 18 days in the funded account, and you're up 5,000, you want to take it out. Okay, no problem. We'll process that payment for you in a couple of days. That first $5,000 is yours to keep. And after that, it's an 80-20 split, which is a really nice compensation package for a profit split. And then next is that we allow you to trade additional products. You have proven to us that you can trade. We trust you here. You can trade any one of our available products in the funded account. Even if you didn't trade something during the valuation, you have access to trade that product now. I know traders that are great at trading the S&Ps, but they never had the risk capital to trade gold and silver in the live markets. The margin requirements are pretty high. So they pass the evaluation trading S&Ps, and then they trade silver and gold and the S&Ps in the funded account. And if you want to, you can also trade something that wasn't available in the evaluation, namely other exchanges. For example, we have some overseas traders that like to trade the Eurex, like the DAX or the mini DAX or the Bund or the Bobble or the stocks, Euro stocks. That is totally fine. We will let you trade it. And then next is that we allow you to withdraw whenever you want. We look at this as a partnership. We don't have mandatory withdrawals. We make it very easy for you to withdraw. You don't have to do it on the 1st of the month or the 15th. Nope, you can do it on the 13th or the 7th or whenever you want. Send us an email. We'll get the money to you in a couple days. We can send a check. We can do an ACH. That's a bank-to-bank transfer. We can do PayPal. All these are free. We can also do a wire. And as long as your wire is over $250, then the wire is free as well. And that's kind of a huge deal for a lot of our overseas traders because overseas wires are expensive. And we absorb that cost to get our traders their money. And we have also have industry low commissions. We've negotiated with our brokerage partners to get you these low commissions. The lower the commissions, the more money you make. When you're in the trading combine, you pay $3.70 a round turn per trade out of the 50,000 that's in that account. So it's $3.70 a round turn for any product. In the funded account, the fees are very similar. They vary a little bit depending on the product, but we negotiated low rates because you're trading our money. So we want the fees to be low also. And then when you pass step 2, you get a congratulations email from along with our funded trader agreement and the necessary tax forms, which is a W-9 or W-8BEN. And once we have that information, we'll have your account created and enabled within a few days. And when you're in the funded account, you no longer pay that subscription cost. You would simply pay for any data fees for that exchange. When you're in the funded account, we ask that you use the same platform that you used during the valuation. So if you use NinjaTrader in the trading combine, we'd like you to keep using that, use that same platform with the live money. We want you to keep doing what you're already doing. You showed us that you can profit, and in our eyes, you've got rock star status. So that is the funded account. That's it. You're step 1, then step 2, then you're in the funded account. You profit split with us. You're trading real money, which is great. And with that, I'd like to talk about the 4 keys to success. We talk about these keys from a trading perspective, but there are wider applications. So even if you never get evaluated by us, these are great things to keep in mind. You can learn a lot about this webinar about trading, but this is also true for a lot of different things in life. My experience of being a trader and being involved with education and trader mindsets, there are 4 keys to success that'll make or break you as a trader. So let's get into them. Number 1 is discipline. This is the thing that's going to make you a good trader, having good discipline. In the trading combine, we have a daily loss limit, and the daily loss limit is the most often broken rule. There, I just pulled the curtains back. The daily loss limit is the most often broken rule. Knowing that will help you to pass the trading combine. I cannot stress enough for you to place a stop. So if your daily loss limit is $1,000, give yourself some breathing room. Even if you're good at monitoring your trades, put a stop in at minus 950. So, don't put your stop in at minus 999 or minus 1,000. Allow yourself some slippage. Give yourself some breathing room, or just try to close the trade before it hits the threshold. Next is location, location, location. Just like the old real estate adage, the same thing is true in trading. Trade location is everything. Most of our successful traders are only they're only really taking 1 to 5 trades per day. Now, that doesn't mean that we don't have traders that trade 12 times a day, or we don't have scalpers taking 30 or 40 trades a day. We do. But if you have a trading strategy that gives you 10 setups a day, 10 trading opportunities each day, think about which ones are really worth acting upon. Some of the 10 trade setups have a better or higher probability than others. So maybe if you go back, you journal about your trades, you can see that certain trades are giving you a 70% probability or a 75% likelihood, and others are only a 40 or 50% probability. So you can think about how quality is better than quantity. And also, try not to overtrade. Generally, our better traders are only trading 2 to 3 hours per day. The morning session is usually a little biased than afternoon trading. Usually within the first hour or 2 of the trading day, whenever that starts for you, you can usually tell what the trading day is like. If you're having a bad day or if you're having a very, very good day, you don't want to give money back on a good trading day, but think about how many trading opportunities are out there, and don't overtrade to where you're not focused or you're tired or you haven't eaten or you're trading off emotions. I see it far too often. Just try not to overtrade. And next is size matters. Position size matters. Just because you have it doesn't mean you have to trade it. This is all about leverage. Depending on the trading combine you select, you can trade 3 contracts, 5 contracts, 10 contracts, or 15 contracts. But just because you can trade 15 contracts doesn't mean you should. Some of our best traders that can trade 15 lots are only trading 4 or 5 lots, and they're having multi-$1,000 days. It's better to trade consistently and size properly. Otherwise you're going to kind of over leverage yourself. I know everybody wants to swing for the fences, pass in one day, but that's going to hurt you. It's going to really mess with your psyche and cause you a lot of anxiety. So try not to over leverage yourself. If you size properly, you'll get there by being consistent and leveraging properly. And that ties in with patience. Patience is a virtue, especially in our trading combine. You have as much time as you need. Again, you've got as much time as you need to meet the objective. I know everybody wants to pass right away, but you're really putting undue pressure on yourself. In baseball terms, think about it as a single and a home run are the same to your batting average. Think about building your account size and building your equity balance. Focus on chipping away at it. You'll get there faster that way than if you're trying to hit a home run every time. Because what happens when you try to hit a home run? Well, you strike out a lot. And now we come to my mantra. Preservation of capital is paramount to profits. Well, what does that mean? Well, it means save your money for good trades, and then you'll be able to make more money. You should approach every trade as that mantra. Is this trade important enough for me to risk my money on? What is the likelihood that this trade is going to pay off? Because I'd rather preserve my capital than to risk it on a mediocre trade. If you're already a good trader, this comes easy to you. If you're not, then our program helps you to be more selective and take fewer trades. When you're in the program, you'll be able to take your game to the next level. So with that, I'd like to talk about some of our funded traders. We have funded several thousand traders. In just the first few months of 2018, we have funded over 550 brand new traders. This is Mohammed. Mohammed's a real true example and testament of the worldwide reach of TopstepTrader. He hails from the UAE. He started his funded account in March and just under 2 weeks had a nice start and was able to withdraw over $4,000 in profits. He is one of the many traders that we have trading from over 160 different countries. Mohammed trades at home during the day. And you can trade futures on our cell phone app or on your computer anywhere that you have an internet connection. So it's great to see individuals that are at home. Maybe you're a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home dad, or you're in between jobs or consulting, or your work is seasonal, or maybe you want to trade the markets before work or throughout the day on our cell phone app. Our program is a limited risk way to enter into the markets and get training and education and access to data and trading platforms. It's all in one package in a very simple way. This is Jacob. He is a Ugandan construction worker. And the picture here of him is of him on a construction site. He's wearing that shirt there. The front of the shirt says TopstepTrader. The back of the shirt says I'm backed, which is kind of a play on words because he's backed by us. He has earned more in one trade than his entire monthly income in Uganda. That just goes to show you that anybody, anywhere can earn the financial freedom to pursue their dreams. That's part of our mission statement. Anywhere with an internet connection and a will to learn, to grow, and succeed. And anybody. We have traders that are blue collar, white collar, experienced traders, novice traders from all different backgrounds and all different countries. And last is Mark. He is a Texas limo driver. He recently withdrew $10,000 from his funded account to take his wife and kids on a dream vacation at Disney World. And that's just a great story. That 10 grand was about 25% of what he would usually make in a year as a limo driver. And these are just a few stories. If you go to our blog, TopstepTrader.com/blog, there are tons of these stories out there with traders that have taken bigger amounts and some other traders that are just taking consistent profits each week. When you're extracting money out of the markets each week and cashing $1,000 or $1,500 weekly checks, it's pretty exciting because you're doing something that you enjoy. And these are real people and real stories. It just goes to show that it's possible to get to the funded account, start earning real capital and having an impact and changing your life in positive ways. And I hope to see all of you as some of these success stories in the next few weeks or months. One benefit to our program is our Top Step chat. We have chat lines for our traders to talk to each other, and you can also chat with our performance coaches here at TopstepTrader. So you can listen to me, talk about the program, or you can hear it from real traders in the program. Talk to other traders around the globe about us and the program. Use the chat line. We have nothing to hide. We have our funded traders fill out a survey. Our funded traders have a 97% customer satisfaction rating. And we ask all of our traders to fill out surveys because we are constantly trying to improve everything that we do, and because our traders are important to us. And then there's some other features and benefits to being in our Trading Combine program. We offer trader support Sunday through Friday. You can email us, you can call us, you can send us a chat, you can contact us to liquidate your position. So if you lose connectivity, you can't get to your mobile app, you can call us up and we will flatten you out. And you can call us Sunday from 11 to 7 and Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Central Time. Other companies refer to this as client services or customer support. We refer to our support as trader support because all of our traders are important to us. You think about wait time, response time, and all the metrics used to measure our customer support team. And our team rivals eBay and Amazon and some of the best customer service teams in the world. Our representatives, they know trading, they know the markets, they know our program, they know 13 plus trading platforms inside and out, and they know how to talk to individuals as traders. We also have videos, webinars, and we give you access to education and educators. We don't consider ourselves educators, but we do have videos on trading psychology, trader behavior, and such. And we've got free webinars for you to go to every week with different educators. We also have a daily market forecast with John Hoagland, which is a 10 to 15 minute real-time live report of the major markets each day. It provides key technical analysis, support and resistance, pivot levels, allows you to identify entry and exit points for your trading. He'll mention economic releases, fundamental analysis, and things to look out for during the trading day. It's very action-packed and interesting information in a 15-minute capsule. You get this each day around 8:15 a.m. Central Time before the markets open. And then we also have a market recap, which is a 10-minute presentation around 2 p.m. Central Time. And you can access these with Facebook Live or take a look at the recordings. We also have a weekly kickoff email that shows a brief synopsis of charting patterns for the most heavily traded products, calendar events, future rollover dates with selected links to useful information like blog posts, weekly trader behavior, weekly coaches playbook. It's different each week, like the markets, it's different. And as I mentioned, we have a TopStep chat line and a community. So you can be involved with our traders from in our network and communicate and read blogs about other individuals. Or if you want, you don't have to participate. We respect your privacy. Nobody knows who you are. But if you want to vent or beat on your chest about your amazing trade or learn new things or stay up to date on current events, then we have the perfect forum for you. And we also have performance coaches here at TopstepTrader. When you sign up for a trading combine, you get 1 free 30-minute private performance coaching session each month with one of our coaches. So there's a lot of value there. You can schedule 30 minutes to get help on charting patterns, order execution, technical, fundamental analysis, and you get that each month. And again, we encourage you to take a look at our site, our website. If you've got questions, you can type them now, or if you think of them later, you can email or call or chat with our trader support desk. And I hope that you learned a lot from this webinar and that you'll consider signing up for the program. You can sign up, pass the 2 steps, we'll finance you to trade. And we're also running a special offer. You're going to receive an email with this recording, but you're also going to receive 20% off any trading combine. So I hope you take advantage of that offer to save money and test out your trading skills on our platform or on your platform. Use the promo code right here. It's 20 off today. You can type that in all lowercase letters, all uppercase letters. You'll get 20% off on checkout. And I'll leave this slide up here for a minute, and then we'll flip back to the other slide, which is the trading combines. So the 30K account, the cost with the promo code, instead of it being $150, would be $120. I will say that the 50K account is our most popular. So the 50K account, instead of it being $165, would be $132 because of the promo code. And again, you're going to receive a recording of this. Let's answer some questions here. Yes, Jack, this is being recorded, so you're going to get you're going to get a copy tomorrow. Deepak asks about the fees. It's a month from when you start. If you start on the 1st, it will basically go until the 1st. If you start on the 31st, it goes until the 31st. John, we do notify our traders of the economic releases. You're getting a weekly kickoff email that tells you about all the important economic releases of the week. Hector is asking about Forex. Yes, we have a program that's called TopstepFX. This promo code is for the futures combine, but there's pricing in 3 different pricing structures that you can take a look at TopstepFX. Someone asks, do you have to scale up once you go to the next tier? Or can you just keep trading the same amount of contracts? Yes, you can. So you could just stay at 2 contracts. We've got a lot of traders that just like to trade 2 lots. They get in with 2 contracts and then they get out 1 at a time. Joseph, you can use TopstepTrader. Our TS Trader platform is free, and also NinjaTrader is free during the trading combine. So if you go to our homepage, you can download NinjaTrader and try it out. Sid, you would not pay any data fees while you are in the trading combine. When you're the funded account, it would be $105 per exchange. Looks like that's the type of data fee that you would need. Ali's asking about, yep, you'd be able to use this promo code. Jack, yeah, you'd be trying to close your positions by 3:10 p.m. Each day. So you basically, it sounds like you've got several different accounts. You'd be trading, some of your own accounts for longer time periods, and these would be shorter time periods. We've actually got lots of traders that have 2 accounts. They trade, certain products in their own accounts, and they trade, through us, and they have a funded account that they trade, different products with. Snorri, I believe I'm pronouncing your name correctly. If I'm not, I apologize. You would stay with the same account that you are in. So I'll show you this. You wouldn't actually change accounts. So when you're in the 50K account, you're in the 50K account. So you'd be making a selection as far as which trading combine you're in. You would not be able to, switch from a 50K to a 100K account unless you wanted to cancel your subscription and start over with a different size account. Tommy's asking about how you're able to do this on our trading platform. Yes, well, we're, during the trading combine, we are paying for your data fees. So you're allowed to basically trade on our platform, and we're paying for the data while you are testing it out and passing the trading combine while you're going through the evaluation. Snorri, yes, you would be able to continue to scale up even further when you're in the funded account. So we have traders that are over $10,000, and they have increased their leverage. So they're trading 15, 20 lot traders now. Selwyn, yes, you can qualify trading different products in step 1 and step 2. So you can trade ES and NQ. So you could trade the E-minis and the NASDAQ, or you can trade, E-minis and crude oil, or, any one of our available products in step 1 and in step 2. You could trade E-minis during step 1, and you could trade, crude oil in step 2, or vice versa, or whatever you'd like. Kavi, you're not trading with a coach, but we do give you access to performance coaches. So you can make a decision for your trades and get access to our trading coaches. But we are not telling you how to trade. Jack, we do not have options trades at this time, but it sounds like you have a lot of skills with the futures. So hopefully you consider trading futures as well. Snorri, you would be able to trade, several different accounts with NinjaTrader. If you had your own personal NinjaTrader account, you would have a TopstepTrader account through NinjaTrader separately. You would, however, only be allowed to trade in the funded account, 1 funded account at a time, per person, or per entity, per individual. Sid, yes, if you choose the 50K account, it would remain the 50K account throughout the journey. Yes, if you did have a LLC or a partnership or a corporation, you can use that when you're in the funded account, or you can just trade as an individual. Lester, the time frame associated with the profit target is there is no time frame. You can take as long as you need. In step 1, we ask that you trade 5 days, and in step 2, 10 days. But you can just keep trading until you reach the profit target. So you're allowed to continue to better yourself, to improve your metrics, to try different strategies. Okay, so somebody is asking for the the checkout page. I will send that to everybody. You can just click on that link and it'll basically send you right to the 50K trading combine. But you can also make a decision if you wanted to try out the 30 or the 100K or the 150K. Right, exactly. You can call up our trader support and talk. They will walk you through everything, and you can, take a look at, all the information that we have online, or take a look at our blog, or take a look at all the positive reviews that that other traders have basically, written about us. I'm in Chicago. It's actually pretty warm here right now. It's like 80, 85 degrees, which is kind of nice because a lot of the year it's very cold. Oh, thank you, Tom. Thank you, Sid. Thank you, Ron. Everybody, thank you very much. And I'm going to put this other slide up here so that if you're thinking about other questions, we've got a way for you to email in support@topsteptrader.com, or you can call. There's a 800-888. This is a toll-free number. Or join our community. I hope that you'll take advantage of the promo code. I'll show that one more time. The promo code was 20 off today. That's all lowercase or uppercase letters. You get 20% off. And this is the number that you can call if you think of future questions. So we're going to end the presentation. Once again, I wanted to thank everybody. And whether you're trading with TopstepTrader or you're trading in your own account, we hope that you have a successful trading day. And take a look at our site. And I hope that I've answered all the questions, and everybody takes advantage of the opportunity. Thank you very much. And again, have a wonderful trading day.